series of the year, and they're very close to getting that done. Vogt's going to stay in the game, and we're going to have a pinch hitter now for Glenn Myers. Guy Wallace, a senior outfielder, will make his first appearance. Wallace from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, is an outfielder, bats and throws right-handed, and comes in with a very good average, hitting .303. So presumably that will be it for Myers, who will work 7 very effective innings and leave also with a home run. First pitch from McCormick is a called strike. Nobody out in the inning. Vogt at first base, rather, and here's a bouncing ball up the middle. Bull's going to go for 2 to second for 1 to first in time for the double play. So Wallace grounds into the double play. Vogt is erased as well. And there's 2 outs in the inning, and Vogt still hobbling a little bit as he goes back to the dugout.
Vogt not barreling into second base too hard on that double play.
Was certainly not a threat to steal.
He did what pitchers do when they run the bases. They go halfway down there and take a right. I don't blame him.
He's a pretty tough guy for staying in after that, though. Here's Dan Capriva, 2 for 4, scored a couple of runs. Fouls it straight back, and McCormick ahead 0-1.
McCormick may have gotten away with one right there. You saw the expression on Capriva's face after he fouled that ball back. That was a ball that he'd like to have back, one that he would normally be able to handle.
Well, Capriva at 2 for 4 is faced with the fact if he makes an out here, he goes 2 for 5 today, and his average goes down. Doesn't have to worry about it, though, as he lines that one in there. It's going to be caught by the right fielder, Carroll. Capriva winds up 2 for 5, came in at 445, and still well over 400 as he wraps up his batting day. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Louisville leads it 10-2.
Larry Bird was born to be a champion. He was destined for glory in the game he loved. Call this toll-free number now and get bird watching at its best in this amazing video, Larry Bird, a basketball legend. It's free with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated, the best way to capture all the drama of sports. Through rare footage, you'll follow Larry from the basketball courts of Indiana to the hallowed halls of the Boston Garden. Be there when the championships are won. Share the glory, live the moments. Be there for the hard-fought and emotional duels with Larry's longtime friend and rival, Magic Johnson. Call now to subscribe or renew. Get your free video and 54 issues of SI, including the swimsuit issue for only $1.29 an issue. Save over 55% off the cover price. For quicker delivery, use your credit card. Don't miss this heartwarming tale of a boy who lived his dreams. It's the story of a legend. The legend lives in Sports Illustrated. Call now.
Going to the bottom of the 8th, and even though he was pinch hit for in the top of the inning, staying in the game will be Myers at pitcher.
He was penciled in the lineup as the pitcher and the DH, so apparently if you're able to be both of those positions at once, you can either be replaced as the pitcher and a new hitter come in and hit in your DH spot, or you can be replaced as a DH, and he was pinch hit for last inning by Guy Wallace. But he will stay in the game, Glenn Myers will, as the pitcher of record here with a 10-2 lead.
He's allowed just 4 hits in 7 innings of work. Jason Garcia steps in to lead off the inning for the Bulls, and up high with the first pitch, 1-0.
And you've got to go back to the 3rd inning to see with the last base hit given up by Glenn Myers.
Garcia pops one up, shallow left field. Barnes is there, and there's one down. Bulls started off this game quite impressively. They wasted a first inning single by Doug Carroll, but they scored 2 in the second. Stumberger and Turner scoring on a Tim Merrick 2-out double. Then Carroll singled in the 3rd, and that has been it for South Florida. There's the numbers on Glenn Myers. No strikeouts, but everything else most impressive.
Coming into the Metro Conference, the first year for the Bulls here in 1992 is they were picked as the preseason favorites to win this conference. But I think the more I see the Bulls this year and the more that they play their youth lineup, I have to think that this is kind of like a rebuilding year for Eddie Cartieri. Losing some quality pitchers to the professional ranks this year.
Carroll pokes one into right center field. That ball's got a lot on it. It's going to get over the head of Barnes and go all the way to the wall. Carroll gets his 3rd hit of the game, and he stops on second base with a double. And Chris, that ball just kept going. Didn't sound that good when he hit it.
We've seen right-handers hit the ball right on the button that went to left field so far today, and they didn't carry it all. Merrick, a couple of them, but Carroll's ball opposite field really goes a long way. He gets out of the box very quickly. This ball just carries over Tommy Barnes' head in left field, roll all the way to the fence, and an easy stand-up double for Doug Carroll.
Carroll now with 3 of the 5 Bulls hits this game, so he's played very well. Also stole a base earlier on. He'll be the base runner at second with 1 out, and Wade Norris steps to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. He fouls one off, and it's 0-1.
Even though it was a foul back right there, it was a nice swing by Wade Norris, 0 for 3 in the game. Trying to hit that ball the other way, something the Bulls have not been able to do so far off of Glenn Myers.
Bulls just trying to chip away a little bit. They need 8 to tie. We're in the 8th inning. That one's outside, and the count evens 1-1 on Norris. Wade Norris, a senior from Plant City, Florida. Here's the 1-1 from Myers, off speed, and it's outside 2-1. Bulls got over 500 with last night's win. They're 16 and 15. 1-1 in the conference. There's ball 4 to Norris. It skips by Johnson, goes to the screen, and taking third base will be Doug Carroll. So 3-1 is the count on Norris. And the Bulls with a runner on third and 1 out. That should be a wild pitch charged to Myers. Norris now will have a chance to drive home Carroll from third. That one's down low, and Norris draws the walk, so the Bulls now with 2 men on. If the Bulls are going to get back into it, this is the kind of inning they need. A lot of base runners. They've got 2 men on with 1 out.
Is Glenn Myers getting tired here in the 8th inning? Well, he's thrown right around 90 pitchers, so he's probably more tired from running the bases and swinging the bat than he is from pitching this afternoon.
He has now walked 5 men. Here's Blake Byers, and the first one is outside, 1-0. Center field, Gene Baker will probably not go too much further with Myers if he runs into any trouble.
He's got his junior closer, Scott Renning, warming up down in the bullpen right now. Renning picked up the save Friday night.
Up high to Byers, now 2-0. Darren Stumberger on deck for USF as the Bulls try to climb back in it here in the 8th inning, trailing 10-2. There's a look at Stumberger. 2-0 to Byers. On the outside corner, 2-1. Every time it looks like Myers might be running into trouble, he makes a pitch like that. 2-1 pitch, popped up, foul territory, and it'll be out of play. Johnson chases, but no chance at it. It's now 2-2. Blake Byers gives the mask to his counterpart, the other catcher in the game, Jay Johnson. Byers has knocked in 27 this year. Trying to add to that now with 2 men on. Popped up. This one may be playable. Johnson again chasing right in front of the Bulls dugout, makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Nice pitch right there by Glenn Myers. He has not shown very much in the way of a straight changeup in today's game, but he had the left-handed Byers way out in front of this pitch. He just pulls the string on this. Byers goes down and pops it straight up. Jay Johnson will come over right in front of the Bulls dugout to make this nice running catch.
That ball was not hit very high. Johnson did a good job getting out there and making the catch. 2 down now for Darren Stumberger. Bulls at first and third. And Stumberger sends a bouncer to short. They'll go to second for the force out, and that's the inning. So the Bulls leave 2 more men on base as they waste Doug Carroll's 3rd hit of the game and wind up scoreless in the 8th. We're going to the 9th, and the Cardinals in control.
This the winter you learn to ski better with tips and techniques from ski's top teaching pros. Found in this all-new Ski Better Now video. Yours free. Call this toll-free number today, and Ski Magazine will send you this video free with your paid subscription of only $11.94. Enjoy a full season of Ski Magazine, America's top-rated magazine for skiers. Beginner or expert, reach new levels of ability. Call today to get Ski Magazine, plus your free video, and Ski Better Now.
In New York City, they're so hard to come by, they're handed down from father to son. In Boston, they're negotiated in divorce settlements. In Chicago, people read the obituaries hoping to find a pair. Hockey season tickets are now available to see the Tampa Bay Lightning. How are you going to get yours?
For season tickets, call 229-8800.
I think that one by the fence can make the play, don't you?
A little game away from the game right here.
10-2 the score. Louisville leading. Guy's got a good arm there.
Future left-hander.
Well, we're going to the 9th inning, and the Cardinals, very impressive, leading the Bulls 10-2. Andrew McCormick in his second inning of work for USF, and he will face Darren Opel to start the 9th. Opel has a couple of hits, first baseman for Louisville. And here's the first pitch from McCormick, and that is driven into center field, and it'll fall in front of Tim Merrick. That is the 12th hit of the game for Louisville.
That's the third hit of the game for Darren Opel, and now he has a hit to each field. His first time up, a single to left, a single to right in the 5th, and here you're going to see a line drive up the middle. So Opel, like a lot of the other offensive hitters here for the Cardinals, can hit to all fields with some authority.
Rob Newman has been a base runner 3 times. A couple of hits. He also walked.
Put a hole in our fence.
That's right, and nearly another one. McCormick steps off.
Big Eddie Cartier, just may send this guy a bill.
Yeah. First pitch is outside, 1-0 to Newman. Well, it's got to be a little disheartening for USF. Played a good ball game last night, won the close game. Montero came in and got the save. Got off to a 2-0 lead in this game, but it's been all Louisville after that. That's in the hole for another base hit, and the Cardinals will have 2 men on with nobody out. Third straight hit for Newman, and the 13th of the game for Louisville. So runners on second and first. Let's take a look at Newman's last hit.
When you're going bad, this is a double play ball, but when you're going good like Rob Newman and the Louisville Cardinals, that goes for base hit number 13 in the game.
So Newman on at first base, and there you see the runner at second, Darren Opel, nobody out. And a called strike on the batter, Charlie Allen. Allen, the center fielder, and you go through this order, you see just about everybody in the middle of the order has had a great game for the Cardinals. Allen, no exception, with 2 hits. Down low from McCormick, now 1-1. 10-13-0 for Louisville, 2-5-4 for the Bulls. McCormick comes set with a 1-1. That's down low, now 2-1. McCormick came in with some good numbers, 2.39 ERA, won a couple of ball games in relief. Takes something off it there and gets the corner, 2-2. Chris, this is not going to be a confidence builder for the Bulls as they go into their series with the Miami Hurricanes later this week.
Well, true, you know, you always want to beat these in-state rivals like the Hurricanes and University of Florida, but I think really more important is dropping 2 out of 3 here to a Metro Conference foe to start the season off. Very tough for the Bulls to swallow.
Wade Norris in foul territory catches the pop, gets it back in, and they've got a chance hanging up the runner between first and second. King chases and tags the man at second. Now to third. Can they get the triple play? They do.
Oh, triple play.
South Florida gets the triple play. Norris caught the ball in foul territory. They picked off the runner between first and second. They got Newman there. Opal trying to go to third, and they got him too. So a bright spot and a dark game for the Bulls as they pull off the triple play. Let's watch it again when we come back. Going to the bottom of the ninth, it's 10-2.
Shifting, moving right in. The shot scored. Now you can learn superstar hockey skills. Hockey with Roger Nielsen from Atlanta's Video. Roger Nielsen has brought together Dennis Savard, Mike Gartner, Ron Francis, Greg Mills, Doug Wilson, and Ray Bork to improve your game. You'll learn the fundamentals of puck handling and control, the art of deking, passing and receiving like the pros, superstar shooting skills. There's even a detailed section on breakouts and set plays that create breakaway opportunities. Hockey with Roger Nielsen, with freeze frame and slow-mo replays, plus spectacular highlights of the stars in action, and especially priced at just $19.99.
Call toll-free 1-800-451-1060 or send check a money order for $19.99 for each video plus $4 shipping and handling to Post Office Box 2345-C, Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
This one is worth one more look. It starts with Wade Norris.
A triple play popped up to Wade Norris. He'll fire in here to Brett King, who's covering in the middle of the infield. Now they've got the runner hung up there. Rob Newman, he'll get tagged by King, who will fall down. Meanwhile, Darren Opal is going to try to make it to third base. The third out. Can they get the triple play? The fire in there to Stumberger. He applies the tag. Dennis McComb, the home base umpire, out number 3, and there you see it, folks, a triple play.
Starting off the ninth, Vito Anello is the pinch hitter for South Florida, and he takes a strike from Glenn Myers. Anello coming in at .313, playing in his 15th game, but getting only his 17th at-bat. But he's been a very valuable player for the Bulls, playing many of the infield positions. Big curveball up high, 1-1. 10-2, bottom of the ninth. Bulls will go with another pinch hitter after Anello. It looks like Rich Bruni is in the on-deck circle. And it's now 2-1 on Anello. Anello hitting for Todd Turner, who finished the game 1 for 3. Inside now 3-1 on Anello. Myers looking for the complete game. He's 3 outs away, but he starts the ninth. No, it's going to be a called strike. Thought that was going to be ball 4, but instead it caught the corner, and the count is now full on Vito Anello. Here's the full count pitch from Myers. Fly ball, foul, out of play, and the count holds.
Myers in 1991 started 13 games for the Cardinals and completed 3, going to a 3-6 record last year, a 4.87 earned run average, but he's pitched much better than that this afternoon.
There's the walk to Anello, so he starts off on base for the Bulls in the ninth inning. And now we'll see Rich Bruni step up to the plate to face Glenn Myers. As Anello on first with nobody out, and Myers looking for the complete game. Wants to be throwing strikes up 8, but he couldn't get control on Anello and winds up walking him. Rich Bruni steps in, freshman outfielder, and he goes after the first pitch, popping it foul, and it'll be out of play. It's 0-1.
Normally you see when a team is down by this many runs late in the game, the team will at least take a strike. Eddie Cardieri not playing it by the book here, giving Rich Bruni the go-ahead to swing at anything he likes.
Bruni leads the team in walks with 26, hitting .232 coming in, has a homer and 9 RBIs. That one's down low, 1-1. Bruni has been the starting outfielder for much of the season for USF. Has started 27 games, making his 29th appearance, but has struggled a little bit at the plate. And Eddie Cardieri has been trying some other combinations in the last couple of games. That one's up high, 2-1. That's unusual for a freshman to lead the team in walks. He shows a lot of patience up there.
A lot of poise, a lot of patience. I'm very impressed with Rooney and Carroll, freshman outfielders for the Bulls.
Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed, 2-2.
You know, when you've got a young team like Eddie Cardieri does, it takes a while until you find out what these players can do, what they can't do, so what you have to ask them to do from time to time. Carroll has really blossomed into an outstanding player in right field. Rooney, a very fine left fielder and also a good eye at the plate, just trying to find his own as far as the hitting goes.
Popped up, it'll be in foul territory. Capriva, the third baseman, is chasing, makes the catch, and there's one down. Anello goes back to first, and as we've mentioned before, that wide area on the foul lines gave Capriva enough room to pull that one down. So there's one out in the ninth inning, and Brett King to the plate. King walked his last time up, has walked twice this game, is 0 for 1. Ten to 2 Louisville. We're in the bottom of the ninth. The Bulls with a man on first and one out. First pitch from Myers is bounced foul, 0-1. A win here would make Louisville 4-2 in the Metro, and with them 4-2 and Virginia Tech 3-0, those would be the top two teams in the conference to this point. Breaking ball is outside, 1-1. It'll be interesting to see the Bulls go up against the Hokies from Virginia Tech. A couple of games in that rivalry on Sports Channel later in the month. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-2. Myers has lost nothing working here in the ninth inning. 1-2 is lined down the third baseline past Capriva and into the corner for a base hit. Cut off quickly in left field by Barnes, and the runners will be at first and second with one out. So a solid hit from Brett King. Anello takes second base, King on first, and it's back to the top of the order as the Bulls try to get something going in the ninth.
Well, Glenn Myers has not thrown very many sliders today. He just started throwing it in the last few innings. This time he hung it down there to Brett King, who lines it down the right field line. That ball would normally have gone for a double, but with Vito Anello ahead of him at second base, Brett will have to settle for a single. The Bulls have a little threat going here in the ninth.
Tim Merrick to the plate. 1 for 4. He's hit the ball hard on a couple of outs, especially the last time when he lined out to left. First pitch is down low. Merrick accounts for the 2 Bulls runs with a 2-run double way back in the second inning. There's a fastball on the outside corner, and the count evens at 1-1 on Tim Merrick.
Merrick he's gone 1 for 4 so far, but it is a hard 1 for 4, as you say, Jim. He's hit the ball right on the button a couple of times.
That one's down low, 2-1.
And I seen the change here in Merrick in the last few games. He's becoming much more selective at the plate, not chasing the balls down in the strike zone. And when he does get his fastball up in the strike zone, he's hit it right on the button.
2-1 pitch, popped foul. It'll be out of play, and the count evens at 2-2. Merrick is a guy with almost unlimited potential on the base paths. He's 17 of 20 in stolen bases, and if he had the average up like it was last year when he hit 294, who knows how many stolen bases he'd have right now. Here's the 2-2. Bounced out towards short to second for 1, and they just do get the force there as King goes in hard and goes right after the ankle of poor David Vogt.
He'll be wearing an ice bag on that bus trip back to Louisville tonight, David Vogt will. We're going to see that play again. A high chopper down to the shortstop, Allen. The only play he's got is a flip it over to the second baseman, Vogt covering the bag. The hard slide there by Brett King, and ouch, that ankle again.
So runners on first and third with 2 outs.
Those puppies are barking, David.
There's Anello at third. And Tim Merrick on at first after the force play. Garcia hits a fly ball to center field. And that may do it. Coming in to make the catch is Allen, and the ball game is over. And the Louisville Cardinals, with a very impressive performance, take 2 out of 3 from the Bulls here at Red McEwen Field, wrapping up a 10-2 victory today. And Glenn Myers gets the handshakes after a job well done, as he gets the complete game victory and hits a 2-home run. Back to wrap it up. After this, the Cardinals win it 10-2.
Shifting, moving right in. The shot scored. Now you can learn superstar hockey skills. Hockey with Roger Nielsen from Atlanta's Video. Roger Nielsen has brought together Dennis Savard, Mike Gartner, Ron Francis, Greg Mills, Doug Wilson, and Ray Bork to improve your game. You'll learn the fundamentals of puck handling and control, the art of deking, passing and receiving like the pros, superstar shooting skills. There's even a detailed section on breakouts and set plays that create breakaway opportunities. Hockey with Roger Nielsen, with freeze frame and slow-mo replays, plus spectacular highlights of the stars in action, and especially priced at just $19.99.
Call toll-free 1-800-451-1060 or send check or money order for $19.99 for each video plus $4 shipping and handling to Post Office Box 2345-C, Grand Central Station, New York, New York.
Welcome to the first game of the World Series. It's exciting, isn't it, Dick?
Oh, it sure is, Bob. Now, Bob, I'm wondering what your thoughts are on a game of this magnitude.
Well, Dick, I just have one big question. How did this guy get those seats? They're better than ours. I mean, he must have bought season tickets when the team first started.
Get your Marlins season ticket order form from any Blockbuster Video, Publix, McDonald's, or Republic Bank and get it in the mail, because you may never have another chance to get seats this good.
Cardinals take a 10-2 decision over South Florida. Myers the winner. Fred Rath takes the loss, and Myers had the only home run of the game as well. On selected USF games this season, the Florida Marlins will salute the outstanding player of the game, and today's outstanding player is this guy, Glenn Myers. You can see what he did pitching, complete game 6-hit victory. Here's what he did batting, a 2-run homer that helped Louisville to erase a 2-0 Bulls lead and come up with a 10-2 win. Florida Marlins season tickets now on sale. For information, call 305-930-7800. Chris, a disappointment for the Bulls today, losing this game by 8 to Louisville. They dropped 2 out of 3 in the series, and you get the feeling this very youthful team is not where Eddie Cardieri wants them to be.
I think it's a matter of a cold dose of reality for Eddie Cardieri's Bulls. That these guys, when they play in a conference as tough and as known for baseball as the Metro Conference, and try to compete against a veteran club like Louisville with some youthful ball players that Eddie Cardieri has in his lineup, they're just going to have to learn how to turn it up a notch if they're going to compete for anything in the Metro.
Sports Channel's coverage of University of South Florida baseball continues on Saturday, April 11th at 1 p.m. when the Virginia Tech Hokies visit Red McEwen Field to face the Bulls. Check local listings for availability in your area. I'm Jim Lauk saying goodbye for Chris Welch. And once again, the final score, Louisville 10, South Florida 2.